Hello, it is January 14th, 2023. Here are my poems for the day. First one is poem number 80 for the year, The Drill. People are always like, you know the drill, and I'm like, not really, not always. Sometimes I know the drill, other times I don't have a fucking clue. Maybe the next time you know the drill and I don't, you can drill me. You can drill me or peg me or nail me to the wall. I don't care. I don't care at all. I don't know the drill, but if you introduce me, I might like it very much. Poem number 81. They had what they had. The monkeys had marzipan, the centipedes had cellophane, the hedgehogs had hats, the beavers had Bosco, the peacocks had plans, the rats had reservations, the turkeys had tickets, the anteaters had appointments. The pelicans had paper, the parakeets had pencils, the emus had ESP, the cows had clairvoyance, the skunks had savoir-faire, the jackals had je ne sais quoi, the mice had maps, the giraffes had GPS. Every animal had what they had. Every animal wanted to keep what they had. No animal wanted to swap with any other animal for anything else. This is why there was no commercial trade among the animals. Poem number 82, 7 variations. 1. He stuck in his dick and pulled out a plum and said, "What the fuck is this?" 2. He stuck in his dick and couldn't get it out and said, "Now I'm fucked." 3. He stuck in his dick and came in the filling and said, "What an American pie." 4. He stuck in his dick and considered the myth of Sisyphus and said, "What the fuck am I doing with my life?" 5. He stuck in his dick and pulled out a Pontiac and said, "I'd really rather have a Buick." 6. He stuck in his dick and pulled out a thumb and said, "These people are plumb loco." 7. He stuck in his thumb and pulled out a dick and said, "Not what I was hoping for, but it's an off night, so I'll take it." Poem number 83, Help. He was stuck in his plum-colored car. He was out of gas but had managed to pull over by the side of the road and wait until help arrived. Help arrived in the form of a AAA tow truck that ended up not having to tow the plum-colored car, but merely to fill it with enough gas to get him to the nearest gas station. When he got home, he told his husband what had happened, but he didn't believe it because he was such a fucking liar and was always betraying his trust. He felt as though he was being treated unfairly, but he wasn't being treated unfairly at all. Poem number 84, Limited Powers. Yes, it would be good to be able to see what's going on behind me. And yes, it would be good to be able to see the back of my head. But to do those things, I would need mirrors. And yes, it would be good to be able to see with my eyes closed. And yes, it would be good to be able to see things that are very, very far away. But to do those things, these things, I would need some sort of superpowers. And yes, it would be good to be able to see which card it was by only looking at the back of it. And yes, it would be good to be able to predict the future. But to do that, I would have to be an emu or a cow or something. I am better off just accepting my limited powers and trying to do the best with what I have. Poem number 85, Trade-Off. He used to enjoy watching horse races on television or at the track, but at some point he became conscious of the brutality of horse racing. Just as at some earlier point he realized that the chicken leg he was eating had been an actual leg of an actual chicken. He sometimes missed the feeling of joy of watching a horse race or eating a chicken leg at a picnic on the beach, but he accepted the trade-off of the delicious joy for the delicious feeling of moral superiority. Poem number 86. I think this is the last one. Plenty. What is Shakespeare when it's not in English? What is Proust when it's not in French? What is Dante when it's not in Italian? What is Homer when it's not in Greek? What is the Torah when it's not in Hebrew? What is a Upanishad when it's not in Sanskrit? What is the Pali Canon when it's not in Pali? What is the Quran when it's not in Arabic? And what about all the stories and sacred texts in languages long lost? So much is lost, but not all. There is still plenty. We are not Robert Redford in that boat. Not all is lost. There is still plenty. Okay, thank you very much for watching, listening. As always, I truly, truly appreciate it.